Hello, children! Today, we will continue our chapter on control and coordination. We will be focusing on a system that works alongside the nervous system, using chemical messengers. So, let us look at what we will be learning today. First, we will understand why we need another system apart from the nervous system. Then we will study the system in plants, followed by animals. And finally, we will compare it with the nervous system we've already learned about. Okay, let's dive into our first topic. Now, we have already learned about the nervous system and how it sends very fast electrical impulses. Let us ask ourselves a question. The nervous system is like a network of wires, right? But can these wires really connect to each and every cell in our body? The answer is no, they cannot. So this is a very crucial point. These electrical impulses have some limitations. Firstly, they cannot reach all the cells. And secondly, once a nerve cell has sent a message, it needs some time to reset before it can send another one. It cannot create and transmit impulses continuously. This is an important point to remember. So to solve this problem, the body uses another method of communication. This is chemical communication, which happens through special compounds called hormones. So what are hormones? They are chemical messengers. Please remember this definition for your exams, children. Hormones are chemical messengers that are used for control and coordination in the body. They are a different way to send information compared to the nervous system. Now, let's move on and see how this works in plants. Remember, plants do not have a nervous system at all. So how do they control and coordinate? Look at this plant, the sensitive plant. You may know it as chuimui. When you touch it, the leaves fold up very quickly. This happens because the plant cells change their shape by changing the amount of water inside them. It's a fast movement, but it is not because of growth. But most of the time, plants respond to their environment very, very slowly. And they do this by growing in a certain direction. These movements are called tropic movements. A very good example of this is a plant bending towards light. Now, what's really interesting is how a hormone called auxin makes this happen. Let's look at the steps very carefully. First, the plant detects light coming from one side. Then, auxin is made at the tip of the shoot. This auxin hormone moves away from the light to the shady side of the shoot. This causes the cells on the shady side to grow longer and faster than the cells on the sunny side. And because one side is growing faster, the shoot naturally bends towards the light. It's a very clever system.
Auxin is not the only plant hormone. This table illustrates the main types, and it is very useful for your revision. Auxins and gibberellins both help in promoting stem growth. Cytokinins promote cell division, and you will find them in high concentrations in fruits and seeds. But then there is also a hormone that stops growth, and this is abscisic acid. It is responsible for things like the wilting of leaves.
Very good. Now let us try to understand how hormones work in animals, including us humans. I want you to imagine a squirrel in a scary situation. Maybe it sees a cat. Instantly, its body has to prepare for action. It must get ready for either fighting or running away. For this, a chemical signal is needed to prepare the whole body, all at once. This preparation is done by a hormone called adrenaline. Adrenaline is released from the adrenal glands. It is a part of our endocrine system and is sometimes called the emergency hormone. So what happens when adrenaline is released? It is secreted directly into the blood, and this causes a chain reaction. Your heart starts beating faster, which supplies more oxygen to your muscles. Blood flow is reduced from the skin and digestive system and is diverted to the skeletal muscles. Your breathing rate also increases. All of these changes together make your body ready to deal with the situation. This entire process is called the fight or flight response. Now, the adrenal glands are just one of the many glands in our body. Let's talk about the thyroid gland. This is very important for regulating our metabolism, which is essential for balanced body growth. It produces a hormone called thyroxine. For the thyroid to work properly, it needs iodine. This is why we are advised to use iodized salt. If there is a deficiency of iodine, the thyroid gland can swell up, causing a condition called goiter. This is a very important system. So now we know about two systems of control, the nervous system and the hormonal system. Let us summarize the differences between them. This comparison table is a very important topic for your exams, children, so please pay close attention. The nervous system transmits information using electrical impulses, while the hormonal system uses chemicals. The nervous system is very fast, but the hormonal system is slower. Nerves only reach specific cells, but hormones can reach all the cells of the body through the blood. And finally, the effect of a nerve impulse is very short-lived, while the effect of a hormone can last for a much longer time. So the crucial point to understand is that both of these systems work together. They are partners. They cooperate to control and coordinate all the activities in our body, from a sudden action to long-term growth. And this brings us to the end of our chapter on control and coordination. Think about this question. How do these two very different systems cooperate so well? We will learn more about this in higher classes. Well done, everyone.